If you don't call this support, I don't know what to call it then. ATC, we support radio. What it do, world? It's your boy Peter Larry Loud, man, and this right here's another episode of the We Support Wednesdays. And yo, man, I got the homie Young Sauce the God in the building with me, man. Go ahead and say something to the people, man.
What's going on? It's your new underground favorite, Young Sauce the God. What's poppin', man? Thanks for having me.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you here, man. So for the people that don't know too much about you, man, let them know, where you from and how long you been doing music.
Man, well, I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, 614, stand up all day, every day. Man, been doing music probably for about the last, seriously, altogether, like 10 years, but solo artist, the last 3.
Okay, the last 3. So what kind of influenced you and made you get off into the music?
Oh man, probably was my mom, man. Like my mom, she was just a big music head. You know how when you was a kid, man, how your mom would be playing the music around the crib, cleaning up, and it's just something that just stuck with me. That music just hit my soul, and that was it.
Okay. So how many like, do you got any projects out right now, or is there any bodies of work that's out right now that people can go find if they wanted to get in tune with the music?
Oh yeah, for sure. Right now we got the project Back to the Basics out right now on all platforms. Doing real good out there, man. You can go get it on all platforms. We got the current single going crazy, All I Need, featuring my brother sent me Sinatra. So the music's out there, man. It's definitely out there. We picking up a lot of steam, YouTube, everything right now. So we doing some things.
Are there any visuals or anything out there that the people can to expect to look out for?
Oh yeah, we got all the videos on YouTube. Like I said, all my channels is the same. Young Sauce the God, type me in YouTube, Young Sauce the God, Instagram at Young Sauce the God, Twitter, Spotify, iTunes, everything. We got the video out right now. We at about, and we approaching like 20,000 views right now within just a little over a month and a half of dropping it. We just hit 100,000 streams on Spotify. So yeah, we definitely just climbing our way up that chart, man, for real.
Okay. So man, being that I see that you reside in Atlanta. You said that you was from Columbus, but you reside in Atlanta right now, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so now being that you from the Midwest, how is it that the down south music scene, how do they adapt to your music? Do they accept you, or like what it's like?
I just feel like if fire is fire, I just feel like if you a good artist and your music is good, regardless of how the perception is of all down south artists like this or down south people like this type of music, I just feel like there's a fan base for everybody. You know what I mean? And you just gotta find your fan base. But the love been genuine out here. You know what I mean? Like it's just they like to hear somebody different. You know what I mean? At first, they look at you like, well, we know he ain't from here, but Atlanta's one of those cities where, they got to see you. They got to keep seeing your face and see you out doing your thing. And then eventually, you could break through and, have your own fan base. And, it's just kind of like that, and it's kind of like that everywhere. But, when you coming from somewhere else, you just got to kind of make your mark.
Okay. And that's what's up. So like, let me ask you this. Do you find it like a little harder to maneuver and to get them to accept you, being that you're not from there? Or do you just feel like it's just, a walk in the park? Because like a lot of people don't know, like, man, I actually stayed in Columbus for 10 years. So it's like Columbus, I feel like if you can move around and maneuver in Columbus, you can maneuver around anywhere, because Columbus is definitely a tough cookie to crumble, man.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Columbus is definitely a tough cookie to crumble, man.
Yeah, man. It's definitely like Columbus is just, see, I love my city to death, born and raised, bro. I love Columbus. But the thing I would say that Columbus has a problem with is supporting the local talent. Like they got to see you like on a big stage type of TV type thing before they accept you. Because, even though personally we didn't really go through that, like when I was in a group and my boys were still doing it there, like at that point in time, like, we had a lot of love because it was just who we were. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you know, a lot of people knew us from school, high school, and, you know, knew us around the city. So it was just like some people was accepted, a lot wasn't. But it definitely is tough to move around there. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like with me, like leaving Ohio and making the transition, first I stopped off in North Carolina before I got to Atlanta. And them just seeing me from this standpoint, it kind of like when I go back home, it just solidifies it. And, you know, they all be like, oh man, we all knew you was going, you know what I mean, kind of do it anyway. But you kind of just got to get out there and kind of show them from a different perspective. Like I wish it wouldn't be like that, but that's just the way it is. Like down here in Atlanta, you ain't got to do that. You know, the dude down the street, he might have the hottest record in the whole city of Atlanta right now. And the city going to support it.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? In Ohio, it's like they got to see you on a different stage. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. But we're a smaller city.
Hey, but sometimes too, though, bro, how I feel like Columbus always got something different going on too, though. So as the artist, like, man, in my vlog, like I've been doing a new little vlog series called Kicking It with Pete, like where I just, you know what I'm saying, just I be peeping different little stuff that can happen and that be going on. But see, this kind of piggyback on this, what I was talking about, like Columbus always got different events. They got the Rib Fest, Asian Fest, you know what I'm saying? So much free stuff that artists can go to. But they all artists always looking for stuff to perform at. Like, nah, man, like I was saying, sometimes you got to go out and just interact. Have some free stuff that you can give away to the people to where, like, man, people out here trying to have a good time, enjoy themselves. So you don't gotta rush up to them trying to sell them something. Just like, yo, you out here and enjoying yourself. If you want to keep enjoying yourself, check me out.
Yeah, that's most definitely, like you definitely you know what I'm saying, right about that. And it's just more so of a networking thing, like you just said, like you got to get out there, rub shoulders with some of the people. Like it is a little harder, you know what I'm saying, but you got to get with some of the DJs. You got to figure out, you know what I'm saying, some of the people at the radio station. Like it's gonna be harder because they mean the way they look at it.
Hey, I don't mean to cut you off. See, you talking about the DJs and all that. See, I'm talking about the actual people.
The people, that too. Yeah. I'm just saying all the general.
You got to build that actual. See, I'm big on building that actual interaction, like with the people, because it's like if you got the interaction with the people, the DJs, the promoters, and all that, they go fall in suit because you got all these people behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you got the streets. Yep, you absolutely right. I mean, that's kind of what I was saying, but yeah, you absolutely right. Like you gotta have the streets, and if you got the streets and you got the people, like y'all ain't got that new Young Sauce to God or whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna make them be, you know what I'm saying, being like their mind start wondering, well, who is that? Yeah. Like, do I need to go get their record? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so you definitely, you know what I'm saying, speaking nothing but facts.
Like the more they keep hearing your name, or just, you know what I'm saying, or just seeing you out, it's like, damn, bro, he say he rap, but I don't never see him performing at none of these shows. I'm always seeing him here just passing out stuff. Now they go be going to them promoters and stuff like, hey, yo, he be always here passing out stuff. I done checked this stuff out so many times. When y'all gonna start putting them on stage, you feel me? Like,
like you said, you gotta be in demand. You just is popular by demand. Like I said, like in Atlanta, like the thing in Atlanta is like they gotta see you. People think like they could just come down here and they just gonna pop because it's Atlanta. No, it don't work like that. These folk gotta see you. Like you got 1 million people here trying to rap that does music, so you gotta be able to figure out how you gonna stand out. Like you said, you gotta get out there. You gotta meet the people. You gotta talk to them. Like you might have, you know what I'm saying, pass out stuff. You know, and they will, oh, you rap. And they gonna keep seeing your face, and they gonna be like, well, we keep seeing them, and then next thing you know, like you said, and if the music is great, then it's just a win-win for you. You know what I mean? If you popping and the music is popping.
My thing is, I remember artists that always walk up to me, handing me something, or telling me to check them out more than I remember our artists on the stage.
Yeah. That grind was great. I used to love that CD grind, man. I used to post up, like me and the partners used to go post up, and we wouldn't come back home till we got them all off. And you know what I mean? We wasn't even performing like that, but they knew that tape was crazy. And then next thing you know, like people just got to start seeing us like, man, you know, you still rapping. I used to get that all the time and still do to this day. Like, you rap. What's up, bro? What's up with the music? So that's how I know that I'm touching the people, because if you ain't touching the people, ain't nobody gonna be asking if you still rapping.
Right. And that's definitely true, man. That's definitely true. So like what like being in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like for an upcoming artist that's trying to, come up in the music scene that's thinking like, I need to get to Atlanta to get my music heard, because that's what a lot of people think. What
Right.
what is the main thing that you would tell them that they need to look out for? Like what's the best advice that you can give them, far as with what you done seen goes on, that somebody wouldn't even mainly tell them? Just a little free game that you can get them, man.
I'm gonna give it to you cut and dry, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, and they if they watching and if they get mad, they just gonna get mad. But I'm gonna tell you something. Like someone told me down here in Atlanta, a lot of these people that's down here in Atlanta, they getting rich off your dream. So I'm gonna tell you right now, like, be careful about all the people that say they can help you, because like they know once they know you from out of town, bro, they want to be in your pockets. So I'm gonna tell an independent artist, you right now. I mean, it costs to be in this game, but be on the lookout for that, because it's a lot of people in Atlanta that claim they could put you in position that ain't even in position themselves. They don't know nobody no more than you know them.
See, and
So I'm
that's
gonna tell any up and coming artists, man, just watch out for that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, really, really know that if you come down here, be prepared to spend that bag, because that's what they looking for. Because they feel like they Atlanta, they feel like, you know what, a lot of people keep coming down here. They trying to, get off our wave, and that's what they looking for. So, really be on the lookout, you know what I'm saying, as far as that goes. Because I mean, it's a lot of finessing going on down here in the city.
See, that's definitely like some of the realest stuff that y'all really, you know what I'm saying, that y'all really can get, like, man. But that's just speaking, you know what I'm saying, from any, you know what I'm saying, from anywhere that you at, like man, a lot of y'all, like a lot of artists that's coming up now, you know what I'm saying, like just the new wave of artists, like it's a lot of street artists, you know what I'm saying, coming up. So. So what they got to realize is, like, that same, you know what I'm saying, that same mentality, like when you go out of town and all that, pretty much what I took from what you said, they gotta take that same mentality and try to just, you know what I'm saying, figure out, like, niggas go be, you know what I'm saying, trying to finesse you, because, you know what I'm saying, because you from out of town, because you just got to think of how people do, you know what I'm saying, how people do in your city when somebody, you know what I'm saying, when somebody from out of town comes. So that's just, that like I say, that's just not a Atlanta thing, you know what I'm saying? So that info that you gave, that can happen anywhere, for real, man. So any
it's just times 10. It's just times 10 in Atlanta. That's why I'm just saying, like, it's times 10 in Atlanta, because everybody's looking to come to Atlanta.
Yeah, any city that pops
anywhere. But everybody looking at Atlanta as like as being the mecca of the music right now, because it's been running for the last 25 years.
Right.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying as far as coming out of there. Like, it could happen in New York. It could probably happen in Cali. I'm pretty sure anywhere.
But see, Atlanta, New York, and Cali, them the three main areas. You know what I'm saying? Them the three main areas that is guaranteed, that you guaranteed to get finesse like that, just because the city's so big, and a person have been around this person one time and got one picture, and you know what I'm saying, and showing this person that they be with that person for real, but they really don't be with the person that they got about 4 pictures with. You know what I'm saying? Like, look,
it's just all a finesse. Like, they taking the money that you got and you giving them. They might pocket a little bit of the money, but then they got to go pay whoever the real plug is, just to act like they really even got it put together like that for you. That's why I said, to be honest, with independent artists, man, I'm gonna just be honest. The best thing to do, man, like just like we were just talking about a few minutes ago, you can get your city, get your surrounding areas behind you, and just build your fan base up, man. And then those big markets is gonna come to you. Like, put yourself in demand to where they gotta come see you, so you ain't gotta be chasing them down. Because when you chasing them down, they already know, like, okay, well, he ain't got it together, or she ain't got it together, because they looking for an opportunity. You may run into some good people that might actually be able to help you, but 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a finesse those first few times around.
Man, most definitely is. So, man, enough about that, man. We done gave him enough game, man. And see, that's what I love about ATC. We support radio, y'all, man. It's radio for the artists, radio for the people, like artists, man. Everybody I try to bring on here, I try to get some info from them for y'all. Like, man, I just did an interview, and man, my homeboy, he was in Cali. You know what I'm saying? His logo is like the double R is kind of like the Rolls Royce sign, right?
Right.
He telling me out in Cali where he was at, that really represents like a big gang out there, and they telling him like, yo, bro, we know you ain't from here, but you can't be out here with that. So you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So
you gotta be careful what you're doing in these different turfs. Yeah, like especially out in Cali, they do not play.
So when he told me that, I'm sitting there like, man, like so it be a bunch of stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that y'all artists have to look in when y'all trying to go in different markets in different areas, you know what I'm saying, and try to brand yourselves and look, you know what I'm saying, and look into, man.
Definitely. That's why I want to say one more thing about that is like all independent artists that's listening out there right now, that's one thing that you need to take in consideration. Look at what's going on with a lot of these hip hop artists today. A lot of them getting killed. A lot of them, you know, going through a lot of things right now because just like we just talked about, you going to different people's turf. You thinking you cool with these people. These people don't know you. Right. They don't know who you is, and they looking at you as in a different light that you may not be looking at them like. You might be thinking like you cool, like you being cool with whoever the dude brought you out there and them his people or some people he know, but they don't know you. And that's how a lot of things happen that shouldn't happen because you making yourself so vulnerable to be in positions that you shouldn't be in. Like you shouldn't be out there. Like if you out here and this shit is strictly business, bro, like stay to the business. Like go to the show, get the money, go to the hotel and go back to where you from. Don't be trying to party. Don't be like where the girls at, where the homies at, because you don't know these people unless you got your team with you and you about 5 to 10 deep. I would not advise any artist.
Even if you got your team with you, it's still like sometimes you still gotta, you know what I'm saying, be cautious with that because you gotta think if y'all rolling 5 to 10 deep. But you in a whole nother city, like they, you know what I'm saying, they can easily round up 20, you know what I'm saying, 20 people.
I'm just saying as far as like just being out somewhere.
I feel you. I was just elaborating a little further on it, like just letting them know what you saying. Like, man, get the bag, go to the room, you know,
go home. Get back to the airport. Get to the airport, or get back to the sprinter, or however you got to wherever you get to. Get the money, get to the show, and get back to the house. I mean, to the hotel, and get back home safely. And that's a lot of things that I feel like. With the game right now is like if you really paying attention, man, you getting a blueprint of what to do and what not to do. If you just look at some of these artists, man, if you just look at what's going on, just take those little mental notes and be like, okay, I know probably not to do that. I know probably not to say that. And that's why I feel like right now they need to have artist development. A lot of these artists don't know nothing. You got these kids coming off the street and they don't know nothing about the industry.
I don't mean to cut you off, man. It's crazy because, like, man, in a vlog that in my first vlog that I had, I was talking about like having too many opening acts, but I also was talking about promoters holding these artists accountable for, you know what I'm saying, having a proper etiquette, man. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is like, man, if some of these artists are you know what I'm saying, paying to open up. Like, man, take them through, like you say, like a little development stage. Like, let them experience, like, the sound checks. Like, let them know, like, hey, get them a specific time. Like, look, your set is at 7:30. You ain't on the stage by 7:35. That's it. We not filling you in once you walk in, you know what I'm saying, at 11 o'clock. So some of that can even just start, you know what I'm saying, just on the smaller scales, you know what I'm saying, just on some of the smaller scales with some of these smaller shows and events that, you know what I'm saying, that get put together, like some of these A&R events that get put together, that you know what I'm saying, that structure and everything need to start back coming into play with everything, man.
Yeah, it definitely does, because I mean I look at all these big name artists right now, and the reason why they, you know, getting into trouble and having all these issues is because they don't have anybody around them that's giving them a proper perspective of how this is supposed to go or any knowledge of it. You got a lot of yes men around these guys. Yeah, you know, these kids is making, like, the money's crazy now these days. Like, these kids is making millions and millions of dollars. They 21 years old. What does a 21-year-old know what to do with $20 million? Man, he a kid. I mean, at the end of the day, he hasn't been through anything. Like, you know, age-wise, he a grown man, but mentally, he don't even know what to do with that. You ain't got nobody watching your money. You got everybody asking for money. You trying to bring all your homies from the hood and have a good time, and then when one of them mess up, it fall back on
And that
you. If
and
you
at that
gotta figure,
age,
you gotta go bail him out or pay that court costs or you know what I mean, whatever it is. And that's why I said you ain't gonna learn like that. They need to have that in place again. And that's what they doing wrong to these young artists, man. They giving them all this money and they just letting them go out there and they just letting
hey,
them mess up.
hey man, look, Sauce, man. We go get off this. Look, man, we go get back. Hey, look, man, we go get back to the basics of
Yeah.
this interview, man. Back, look, man. Let's talk about this though. Like the new project, man. We go get back into the new project. We go take it back to the basics, man, because we really just gave y'all some game, man. And I gotta get a little bit more info from Sauce about this new project, man. So I see that you reach 200K streams on Spotify, right?
Yeah, yeah, most definitely, man. That's just a blessing. I just like to thank everybody for supporting the album, man.
So tell me what was it? Tell me like what was it like what do you feel that you did like far as like you know what I'm saying interacting with the people and getting it out there like what do you feel that you did you know what I'm saying far as your marketing strategy to get it you know what I'm saying to get it to that point because I'm quite sure that it's still growing and still
Oh yeah.
climbing.
Man, I mean, definitely, man. Shoot, man. With me, I just, with me sounding different, me being different from what's kind of going on right now. I mean, I just felt like the way I had to go about it was, I took it back to the basics. I was sat down and I said, okay, let me see what I should do with this project to where it could stand out from what everything else is coming out. So, I definitely was out in the streets running around. Going to a lot of little events. Just getting my name out there. Performed a little bit. Reaching out to the DJs, but just more so just I said I wanted to do something different. So, I went back and I did it to where I had a DJ hosting it, like a real mixtape type feel. You know what I mean?
Okay,
I got two
okay.
versions. I got two versions of the album. I didn't get to tell you that. I got the mixtape version where I actually got a DJ like talking over, doing all the stuff that, like the real mixtape feel of it. Shout out to DJ Chill Will out in Valdosta, Georgia. He did that for me. And then I put out the original version because a lot of people don't like, saying all that talking and bringing the record back. So I was like, let me drop the regular version. So I just feel like with, with my style, with my sound and what I was, bringing to the game, it just made people want to listen. Cause I'm like, oh, they like, man, this man talking about something.
Hey, that's dope. Hey, you gotta send me that DJ version, man. Like I wanna
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you.
I ain't gonna lie, like man, cause I've been thinking about getting off into that, but a lot of people be like, man, ain't no the DJ air out. But man, I feel like that is still some people out there that appreciate that, cause man, you got to think about it. When that was out, that's how we really, learned songs and learned certain parts. Like when the DJ, drop his drop and bring it back like that's making you recite that whole bar, that whole line, that whole line again. And that's how people get your words and get your music stuck in their head. And artists ain't really, seeing that and understanding that, man.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, you definitely right. That's why I just sat down and I was just like, man, I'm gonna do it this way because, I felt like what I really tried to accomplish, what I did accomplish was, I just took it off of the idea like Jeezy's Trap or Die. And I remember when that first came out, that was like the hottest thing in the world. And I remember how drama
Definitely was.
You know what I'm saying? So it just put me in that mode to do that. And I just mixed in kind of what's going on with what I got going on. And I just meshed it all together and it came out perfectly. Like to the point where like the DJ was just like, yo, man, like I love the album, man. He was like, you talking about something. He said, this is definitely going to be something different. And that's the reason why I did it that way. Cause it's like nobody really, respects the DJ no more. They just feel like they can drop it on the internet and the song because you got TikTok and you got all these little social platforms, but you need that DJ. If that DJ ain't playing that record,
man, you need the DJs, you need the radio. Like artists don't be understanding that. You need the DJs, you need the radio personalities. You know what I'm saying? You need the blog sites. Like you still need all of that because of the fact. Like I tell artists, the more platforms that you're on, the bigger that you be able to build your Google resume when you want a search bar. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got to interview on you know what I'm saying, the Breakfast Club, you got to interview on Say Cheese, you got to interview on Vlad, you know, you got to interview on ATC, We Support Radio. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you got this at, and they got Young Sauce the guy, you know what I'm saying, tagged in something or somewhere in the wording. Once somebody Google your name, all that's popping up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
gotta have that. And like I said, that's why, like you said, you still gotta take it back to the basics, no matter how you look at the music.
Got to, man.
That's why it all just go together. You gotta take it back to the basics because
it's certain stuff, man.
Right. They'll just act like, oh, well, we ain't gotta, you know, we don't need the DJ, we don't need the radio. No, those are just two main things you need. You still need radio to this day.
Right.
People just feel like, oh, well, you know, oh, we got Spotify, we got iTunes, we got Apple Music, we got YouTube. Bro, you still need that radio. Like the radio will take you to the next level, take you to that outer space level.
You want to know what else though? What I done saw with some artists too though, Sauce. When they in the studio, they too lazy to tell the engineer. Like here's my thing, bro. If artists is paying for studio time, man, when that engineer is sitting there making, you know what I'm saying, mixing and mastering the song, you need to tell him to take time to go ahead and do a radio edit for you already. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead while them steams and everything is already up. Go ahead and get that radio edit. You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's why I was taught that. That's why I said, man, these artists, they need their artist development. Like that's one of the main things. While you in the studio, have them start cooking up the radio version, because you never know. It might get crazy and then you take off. You ain't got the radio version. Now you got to go back in there. You might have to switch some words around. You got to do all
you don't got the original steams no more. So now they messing with a mixed down MP3. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do all that to where you can have an engineer. You know what I'm saying? Clean that audio up and everything all at once. You feel me? Have them
so you can already have it ready to go. Man. Like they say, if you stay ready, you ain't got to worry about getting ready.
Hey. And man, well, and all that takes like man, most of y'all be paying for like 8-hour blocks. That right there only take about like I didn't go say 2 hours. Like 2 hours is all you really just need to plan to put to the side. If that's, you know what I'm saying, just to give yourself some cushion. But a real engineer, once he see that he got the steams and all that, and he done did everything, he go in there like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and be, you know what I'm saying, and be done. He just gonna be shocked that you asked for it type shit.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And it's really, and then honestly, it just really depends on the song. Like, I mean, if you ain't doing that much cussing in the song, shit, it ain't nothing for you.
It ain't gonna be hard.
It's gonna be easier. Like, it just depends on the nature of the record. Like, if the record is cool, it might just take a couple. And that's why I know, like, some records I know in my head, it could be possible singles. I'll go ahead and just make sure it's already cleaned up, and I'll write it that way. Right. There's still a little bit of profanity in there, but I'll write it that way to where he only got to clean up a couple things so it don't throw the whole song up. Because, you know, we done heard songs where the real version is crazy. And then when you hear the radio version, you're like, oh, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the way they wrote the record.
Yeah. And that definitely makes sense. So, man, look, before we wrap everything up, man, like, we know that you got the Back to the Basics project out now, you know what I'm saying? 200K streams on Spotify and still growing. You know what I'm saying? So we need the people to definitely check that out. But, man, besides that, what's next, man? What can we expect next as far as coming from you, man?
Man, so we just gonna keep, you know what I'm saying? We got some I got my own clothing line coming out called Push Up. You know what I mean? We working on that right now. We looking at some scripts to jump into some type of TV series coming up next year, man. And just keep rocking and rolling with the music, man. Like, you know, we got the Back to the Basics Reloaded. It's gonna drop probably like at the top of the year. It's just gonna be like maybe 4 or 5 new records, you know what I mean, on top of the project, kind of give them like a sneak peek of some stuff. But, you know, just continuously to be, you know what I'm saying, dropping new music and acting, TV. I mean, I'm just jumping into everything, man, with this entertainment. You got to figure out, you know, it's a lane everywhere to go grab a bag. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't just limit yourself to just the music.
Definitely can't. So, man, if the people want to, you know what I'm saying, stay in contact with you, man, stay in tune, man, go ahead and drop all your social media contacts and how they can reach you, man.
Most definitely, man. You can reach me at Young Sauce the God On Instagram, that's YOUNGSAUCE_DAGOD. At Young Sauce the God, all one word on Twitter. Young Sauce the God on YouTube, Facebook, everything, man. You just type it in Google, man. Just type in Young Sauce the God. It's gonna pop up. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody. Want to give a shout out to you, bro, for having me today.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man.
Shout out everybody. Columbus, Ohio. Y'all know how we do, man. Charlotte, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, everywhere, man. Like I said, Back to the Basics is out right now. Go get it. All I Need, the new single featuring my brother, Send Me Sinatra, is going crazy right now. Make sure you go get that on
Make
all.
sure y'all grab it, man.
And you know, we just gonna just keep doing it like that, man. So just shout out to everybody. Love to everybody.
Y'all already know what's up, man. This right here is ATC We Support Radio, man. Radio for the artists, radio for the people.
Yeah.